Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Huskers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the air, it's Hoover. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Richard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved. It's fun to play defense.
guys look at this, surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On the run, it's Nelson. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got the quick pass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Hard running there. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Nelson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might have a chance. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You have Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Nelson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Makes the catch, it's Barney.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Gonna run it. It's Richard. There's some room. Got enough for the first. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The running back has it. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. On target. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with the score. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Calandria. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try it over the left side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. In the red area, it's Nelson. Turning it on! He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air. It's Calandria. Has it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full.
And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He just carries it face. Into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Swings it out to the flat. Next going for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Might be changing the route. A run for the quarterback. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
To throw, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's Preston. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corner's going to give them room. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Bond. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 15 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Yellow Jackets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess, well, there's no guessing, it's a win streak now. 2 in a row after this team started the season 1-2. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Back to pass. It's Calandria. Got a man. It's Hunter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. looking for a man. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Morris. Snowed under by the defense. Faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Hoosiers will try to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The option look. Pulls it on the option. Slithers into space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside. And you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. There's a crease. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Now on the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Might be calling a hot route. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Keeps it on first down. Got a little grass. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. Picks up the first down. All by himself down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Nebraska. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending.
He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the move, it's Nelson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right back to the well. into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback keeper. He's out past the 35. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Nelson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
To the air, it's Calandria. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Using his legs, it's Beebe. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Looking long. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Leaves it with the back. Hard-hitting tackle. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Calandria. It's complete on the right side. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And after the pick, everybody the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here. And, of course, it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires left. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes. Because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Here's the pressure, and down he goes.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
Quick completion on the out route. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Huskers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hoover. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Right on target this time. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt